What's going on, everybody? This is your boy King Germ, one half of Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Each and every Friday, Queen Germ and myself drop an episode to show the people how Pod and Saved Our Marriage. Now, we're not like most married couples. Most of the time we disagree, but that's the beauty of the show. So, when you get through listening to Sparrows on the Review, come give us a listen. Each and every Friday on any DSP, go look for Pod and Saved Our Marriage.
I am JR.
And I am Stacy.
This is Sparrows Under Review.
Why are we doing that?
I was just trying something new to see what was going on. Everybody, let me be honest with you real quick here. And this is something crazy. Now, I don't know if Stacy's going to agree with this statement, but I'm going to make this statement.
Probably not.
She might not agree with it. You know, my opinion is my opinion, just like everybody's got their own ass.
Right. I think it's a good reminder to start that right now. Remember, everything that we talk about on this show is our opinion, and our opinion only. We do not represent any of these movies, people, actors, actresses, or any part of the film that we discuss. If you don't like our opinion, you are more than welcome to turn it off or argue back with us. Send us a message, tell us what you don't like. We don't care. We like that interaction. But like I said, these are our opinions and our opinions only.
Yes. So, what statement I was going to make was this real simple. Since COVID, and this is going to be a crazy statement for me. Since COVID, I want to say that this has been the best summer for movies.
Right. I also feel like that it's kind of like the welcome back summer for anybody within the film industry.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, we had some reboots, we had some new things, we've had some sour movies.
Yeah.
We've had some movies we haven't seen yet that are still out there, and we have movies that we have seen go to streaming that are still in movie theaters.
Right.
So that's a crazy conundrum there. And we come into that category, and this is a hard category. We've seen one movie be retooled, which was Twisters. Twisters, we've seen that retooled into a new fashionable story, which I still consider Twisters to be the best movie this summer.
Yes, it is. And I think it was one of those movies that either you like it or you don't like it, but try not to 100% compare it to the first one.
Right.
You have to treat them as different movies. And, like, to my knowledge, there's no tying them together except for Oklahoma.
And Dorothy.
Yeah. And so you got to take that into remembrance. Like, I've seen a few people like, oh, it's all right, but it wasn't the first one. No, it wasn't the first one. You couldn't remake the first one because the lead actor in the first one is passed away.
Right. So, going into this next movie we're about to talk about, we're going all the way back to 1988. That was a long time ago. People from 1988 now have gray hair.
Shut up.
I mean, I was born in 1992, so.
You were not.
Anyway.
You got gray hair, too.
So, this movie we're about to talk about is by Tim Burton, and if you don't know who Tim Burton is, let me give you one simple thing. Frankenweenie or A Nightmare Before Christmas. That is the closest that I can get to anybody remembering him. There's other movies, but
that's the biggest one.
Right.
If you don't know who Tim Burton is, please reach out to us and we will educate you.
And he did make a good Batman movie.
Okay.
In the past, I think it was Batman's Return. It wasn't the first one. But anyway, he had a movie called Beetlejuice. Yes. Now, before I even dive into Beetlejuice, I'm going to be 100% and give this disclaimer. Beetlejuice the movie was a great movie because it was so long ago. They did the whole Top Gun thing with this. There's like 30, 50 years between the movies.
Okay, yeah.
So it's that much time, so it built a following. But for me, and this is for anyone that's a purist like me, the cartoon did more for me than the movie.
See, I don't remember the cartoon. I think that you're going to try to find it on Amazon or whatever streaming service it is on. And I know that we're going to watch it sometime this month. But I'm interested to see it.
Right, and I'll say that because of the movie and the cartoon, which was, obviously it was stretched over seasons, so it built a character for Beetlejuice.
So it wasn't like a cartoon movie; it was a series.
No, it's a series.
Okay.
So with it being built like it was, growing up, Beetlejuice the movie didn't mean a damn thing to me because I had toys from Beetlejuice the cartoon and the character and the mannerisms and all the characters and stuff.
Right.
So I kind of forgot about the movie.
You did, and we were watching the movie, and you're like, "Oh, I don't remember those few things," and I'm like, "How do you not remember those?" Like, but I get it. It's kind of like, The Lion King. When my dad was growing up, you had the movie. You had the Lion King movie, And when my nephews were growing up, there was called the Lion Guard, which was the next generation of the Lion King. And so it kind of, when you talk about the Lion King to each of them, my dad's going to think of the movie and my nephews are going to think about the TV series. So I guess I see it the same way with Beetlejuice. You are going to think of the cartoon. I'm going to think of the movie.
Okay. And what do I want to say about this movie first? This is one of my disclaimers. I've been doing a lot of disclaimers in this episode. But here's my disclaimer. I would advise, because most people can want to jump in, and I know Stacey's going to say your opinion, this is just my opinion. I honestly believe if you go watch the first movie and then go watch this movie, it makes a whole lot of sense. Because I went back after I'd watched the second movie again, and I watched the first movie in my spare downtime before I took a nap one day, and it was refreshing. I was like, hey,
right,
I'm getting this. So I honestly and 100% want to say, please go ahead and make sure you get in here and literally. So we start off with this new Beetlejuice movie. And my disclaimer, like I said earlier, was just make sure you watch the first one first, because if you don't, and you're just going on to subculture and whatever anybody else says to you, it's parts that you're going to miss because there's a lot of references.
Right, and it is one that, like you said, it kind of follows the track of Top Gun. You want to be familiar with the first movie. It's like Twisters. It doesn't matter that you've never seen the first one. If you go watch the second one, it's fine. But like you said, Beetlejuice, you don't have to watch the first one, but you're going to miss out on some small parts and some, I guess, throwback jokes, some slick stuff, some innuendos, if I want to say it that way.
Yeah, and I would say, wouldn't you say like character development? Because you get the character development from the daughter, but Lydia's already been solidified in who she is.
Right. Yeah, because in this movie, I mean, she's portrayed as a crazy lady that sees fake ghosts.
Right. So yeah, it's kind of, and it runs a little paranormal thing in there. So the movie involves her daughter, tells the story of what happened to the husband, which was interesting because when we get to meet him in the movie, he's a bit of comic relief and sad because.
Right. So are we just throwing full lot spoilers in there? Like, are we at that point, or are we going to try to keep it spoiler? Okay. So with the dad, like I was thinking during the whole movie, like they said he died, and I'm like, dude didn't really die. Like if Lydia could never see him, like he didn't really die. This mother effer just ran off because he thought she was crazy, and then all of a sudden you see him, and I'm like, okay. I said I felt a little bad for thinking that he was just some deadbeat that took off and didn't want anything to do with the ex-wife and daughter, or wife and daughter. I don't remember if they got divorced or not. I will say it was a little rough in the beginning for me. What were we, about an hour in before it hit the plot twist?
Yeah.
And it surprised me. I'm not going to give that part away.
Right.
But I'm like, what? No.
So for me, I will say it was 100% the first hour was slow churn. Like it was making butter. It was making butter, but it was churning.
It was getting to the point, yes. But I'm just like, if it didn't hit the plot twist and the action, I don't necessarily want to call it that, but that's the best description that I can give it, is like if it wouldn't have hit that at that point in the movie, I probably would have been like, okay, I'm done with this.
Okay.
And I think they did it perfect. And
I will say this, like, tying in everything, I know that this movie's going to end up on the Max because it's a Warner Brothers movie. And I think what I'm going to end up doing when it does come in that streaming arena, I'm going to watch both of them back to back because I want to see how tightly I can take 4 hours and watch both of them. Overall, and everybody understands I'm a critic, and I'm going to be honest, this is not the second Top Gun. This is not a remake that goes into my classic. It is a fan service for people that have waited 35 plus years or 35 years for Beetlejuice. This is for quick fans. This is going to be a quick grab for Halloween. which it's odd that it didn't come out around Halloween because of its
it's
ghoul tie-ins, its ghostly tie-ins.
See, I think it came out at a good time because you have the month of September to let it have its life in the theaters, and come the 1st of October, it gives you that 2 to 3 month time frame for people to go see it multiple times and want to dress up as a Beetlejuice character at Halloween.
Okay.
And whenever it comes on the streaming services, you could reach out to Sometime Cinema and say, hey, I want to throw this Halloween party and I'd like to play Beetlejuice. Do you have any podcasting equipment we can borrow so that way we can show the movie in our backyard?
Projector equipment. Maybe not podcasting equipment.
Oh, projector. My bad. I'm sorry. You don't have to say it that way. Excuse my mistake. Whatever.
If they want to podcast about it, they can do it too.
That too. I mean,
got the equipment
as far as I know, sometimes Cinema rents out the podcasting equipment too. But yeah, the projector equipment, they will come in and set it up. You have to use your own stuff if you're going to rent the movie, or if it's on a streaming service by that point, you have to use your own thing because legalities, but they will provide the equipment for you.
Yes, no doubt in that. And stunning visuals, sandworms in this movie.
Yeah.
Sandworms were the comic relief for me because they took care of some problems that we had in the movie. Only problem I had with this movie, and I don't know if you agree or disagree with this, I hope you agree with me on this one time in our lives. The villain, the female villain for Beetlejuice, her story just was kind of...
It was kind of like she was just thrown in there for some extra comedy.
Right, just to
make the movie a little bit longer.
Just to kill off that small-headed dude, whatever his name was. Bob, yeah. Why did I call him Barry? Shout out to Barry Preston, my homie. But killed off Bob. Like, damn, why you gotta kill Bob off? He was like the best character.
Right.
He was like this best assistant manager.
Because I'm going to have to rewatch the first one again and the second one. But to me, remembering it right now, I don't know where her character came in and why it was important in the movie.
Right, and I've got to go back and look in the cartoon again because I want to see if she had a role there. But either way, it was a good side story for what it needed.
Yeah, it was good filler.
Right, it was good filler. And outside of that, great nostalgia, different stuff like that. This movie is not going to be a classic. It's not going to go into an archive. It'll be something that when I'm novelty driven to pull up Beetlejuice movies or someone wants to talk about it, it's something I'll pull up the woodworks. And when it comes out freshly on streaming, yes, it'll be something I'm going to go back and sit down and watch. But just like the original Beetlejuice, it'll be something that ultimately goes into Tim Burton's catalog and Michael Keaton of Batman fame and other movies. Okay. It'll go into their catalog and Winona Ryder, into her catalog, and I'll leave it there. It's not going to be something that's too harsh or anything too crazy. And is the redhead lady in that movie, is that the same woman from Home Alone?
I don't know.
I do need clarification. Someone please leave us an email or send us something. And we will be getting a new voice matching service or messaging service. I didn't mean matching service because we're not AI.
If you've heard one of our last episodes, you'll know that we got new things coming this year, and that's going to be part of it. So for me, and we'll wrap this up here because we do got to hit the road. So budget for this, $100 million. As of right now, according to Wikipedia, the box office is $172.6 million.
Ooh.
So it made money, but not as much as maybe they hope. But I look at this as a win so far.
Right.
And these could be old numbers. They could have not reported some stuff. But plus, it hasn't been in there that long, right?
2 weeks, roughly.
Okay. Yeah. For me, it's not one of the movie. It's not a movie that I'm going to sit and watch every day. But I think it will be one that I might watch like once a year. Close to Halloween, it would be a good movie to throw up in a group setting.
Okay, and I guess I could run with that. I could definitely run with that.
Yeah. So don't forget to like, follow, and share our podcast. We are on just about every social media. And if you haven't listened to our update episode that we put out before this one, make sure you go back and listen to what's coming in the future.
Signing off. I don't even do that on this, do I?
No.
I'm getting the shows mixed up. Sorry, y'all. Y'all getting some behind the scenes.